So this is going to be an example of how energy works in a chemical reaction. Now, remember, in an ecosystem, we talked about transfer of energy from the producers to the consumers. In chemistry, we also have this transfer of energy. So on the GED test, you may be given a question where you may have to do some dragging and dropping. I'm going to try to model this dragging and dropping as an example. So the example reads then as Juanita would like to cook a scrambled egg. She turns on the burner and the electronic ignition produces a spark and sets the gas to burning. As the gas burns, it heats the frying pan. The egg cooks by absorbing the heat from the pan and solidifies. Place types of energy to the corresponding sequence in the table. So we have these different types of energy up here: endothermic, exothermic, and activation energy. And these are where we are in the sequence. So Juanita ignites the gas. Which one of these energies is going to be igniting the gas? Well, the word activate kind of means to start something. Igniting and activating kind of mean the same thing. So I'm going to move activation of energy over here to igniting the gas. Then there is this endothermic and exothermic energy. So the question now is, if we look at these words, it says the egg cooks by absorbing the heat energy. The word absorbing is the same thing as the prefix endo. Endo means to absorb. So those kind of go together. Exo kind of means to release. It's kind of the opposite of absorbing. So absorbing means to take in, or so you hear that word in. Exo means is more of an out concept, to release, out. So those are kind of synonyms here. So to me, the egg cooks by absorbing the heat energy and the pan solidifies. That actually goes with endothermic. So that would drop in here, which means gas burns. Gas burning is giving off heat. So that's kind of more of about releasing energy. So the gas burning would be the exo. But what helped me out here, again, I didn't have to go necessarily in order. What helped me out then is, ignite kind of worked with the word activation. I kind of see those as beginning processes. Absorbing kind of means to take in. The prefix endo means to absorb or take in. So I kind of put that together. And then I'm left with this gas burning as the exothermic energy. So I'd have to drop in the last place. So if you can kind of figure out two of them, the third one can kind of take care of itself. So that's an example of how you may have to identify how a chemical reaction works in the form of transferring of energy. And sometimes they may use this phrase exothermic and endothermic energy on the GED test. Again, endo is kind of more in. You almost hear that word in that. Endothermic. In kind of means to absorb. Exothermic, that's the other one. That's the opposite of in. That's out or releasing. So endo is the word I can understand. And then I recognize that exo is just its opposite.